had had enough.
Well, you drove out there into the middle of nowhere and had some sort of loud verbal display challenging E.T. in general out in the middle of nowhere?
That's what I was doing. I actually had a pistol in my hand at the time. I was really ticked off. When I was having this fit, I was waving the gun in the air, okay, and I had this fit. And at this moment, I said, okay.
He was a Louisiana man named Montaldo. Folks around called him Six Gun Joe. Worked with ICAR, don't you know? Investigating UFOs. Out for a drive with a gal one night, they stopped to check out the reporting site. When an alien lit right there on the ground, he commenced to throwing his weight around. Now, old Six Gun didn't take too kindly to that kind of thing, especially without Vaseline or anything like that, Seriously. Well, Six Gun looked that critter right in the eye and said, "Any last wish before you die?" Yo, reached for his gun, quick as a twitch, and said, "Fill your claw, you son of a bitch." Now a legend spread across the land about this pistol-waving man. But if you're from space or from Earth below, you don't give no lip to Six Gun Joe.
Welcome to the Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoche and Amelia Pisano. Airing live on the United Public Radio Network, 105.3 FM in New Orleans.
Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to the Sunday night edition show of Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly. And I have to tell you right now that I was watching the Pittsburgh Steelers-Detroit Lions game. And yes, the Steelers won, which I am so grateful for. I'll tell you what, last minute. Hey, much love to you, Cindy. Kirk, good to see you. Kevin, Metgirl, good to see you, hon. Almost had a couple of heart attacks. You know, I had heart palpitations or whatever you want to call them. But I'm here, so I can relax and knowing that I got my people around here right now. So I'll be okay today. A couple of announcements. I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans. And also, right after my show tonight, we have Don Yazzie and his podcast, Don't Whistle at Night. So right after my show, just jump on over to his podcast and send him some love and tell him that I sent you. And you know, his guests that he has on or whatever show, whatever type of show he has on, you know, it's always a good show. He's a good dude, man. I'm telling you, they're really cool. And he has really decent shows. This Tuesday we'll have a show, but it's going to be a different kind of show. Okay, since it's the night before Christmas Eve, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like a virtual Christmas party. Okay, Sally, good to see you, hon. We're going to have a virtual Christmas party. And if that girl shows up, could she bring me eggnog with her? I would much appreciate it if that could bring me eggnog. And whatever you guys want to bring, let's have a virtual, nice, happy-go-lucky, like pre-Christmas Eve party. You know, it would have been a hell of a lot better if we could all get together in one place and have one, you know. But right now, all we have is the computer or your phones, and we can have one there. So that's what's happening on Tuesday. Maybe I'll get a couple of the other hosts on the show, and we can have that Christmas party with some guests. That would be pretty cool. So before we go on with the show, I just want everybody to know that Tara Brecken, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for popping in. What I want to do is wish y'all, and I'll say it on Tuesday, wish y'all Merry Christmas. You know, and I don't know, this year there you go. That girl says, you know it, I make my nog from scratch. That sounds good. She can cook. She can make stuff. But I don't know. I think this Christmas has been a tough one. In this month or this whole year has been a tough year for me and my family. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but you know, we went through so many heartaches and hurtfuls and hospitals. Oh, the closed captions are right across my face. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. It must be that Santa beard that I got. But I'm just glad that this year is almost over with and see what 2026 will bring us. You know, I can't count my chickens yet because, you know, we're not guaranteed, you know, if we're going to be here tomorrow or not. So, like they say, enjoy the day that you got. So I have a question for everybody out there in the chat and even out there in all the 160 different countries we broadcast in. What do you guys prefer? A fake Christmas tree or a real Christmas tree? And whatever you type in, you know, please give us the answer why you would have a fake. I'll be honest with you, we've had a fake Christmas tree for about 20 some years now, maybe longer. And the reason why we saved a lot of money. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Thank you. But, you know, for the longest time, I remember when we got a real tree, the last real tree we got, it was so darn expensive. It was unbelievable. And that was 20 years ago. You know, I can only imagine what the price of trees are this time. But I'd like to know, honestly, do you prefer a fake tree or a Christmas tree? I mean, at one point in time when we had the real trees, Gary says, fake, no needles everywhere, fiber optic. Okay, that's cool, Gary. And I kind of like agree with the no needles everywhere. But I will tell you this, you know, our tree at one point in time, seriously, all the needles fell off the fake tree. Kurt says, I would like a real tree. I always had one growing up. It was nice for a family setting. But now I have a fake one for just me and the lady. Plus the cats don't help. That's true. Cindy says fake as my son had allergies. Yeah, I bet you having a tree and having cats is not a really good thing. Not from what I understand. And Tara says, I prefer real trees to fake, but I'm afraid of fire and the cost is ridiculous. So I do a fake now and burn candles that smell like pine. That's pretty interesting. What we do for our fake Christmas tree, okay, what we do for it is we get these sticks that smell like pine. There's like 5 or 6 of them in a package. And what we do is that we put them in the different areas of the tree, you know, and it really does bring out the pine scent. That girl says real because of the smell. The cats usually leave it alone, but ultimately they try. Whoop, let me get up here real quick here. Oh, it froze. It died. Okay. I tried to get a live one. One time I had a Norfolk Island pine and it kept alive for 4 years, then moved in November. Wow, 4 years. Kevin says, growing up, we always had a real one. I guess I still prefer a real one. Trees are for cats. Well, let me ask you this, guys, ladies and gents. If you could just go in and just buy a Christmas tree just for your cats, have you guys ever thought of that? Seriously. Think about it. I mean, I get your Christmas tree and then put the Christmas tree for the cats by itself with their own bulbs and whatever you want to put on them. And let the cats go to town on it instead of destroying your other ones. Oh, it froze. It died. Okay, sorry about that, Vet. And they don't bring them anymore, so I was thinking about collecting a fir or spruce and keep it year long. That would be sweet, Vet. See, I guess you can do that there in Canada. I know that here in Pennsylvania, they're kind of hard. Tara says, I thought of that because they have cat houses that look like Christmas trees, and I was going to buy one this year, but I forgot. That's okay. You always get one for next year, Tara. Kurt says, my aunt and uncle planted their Christmas tree outside their house when they first moved in their place, and it's still alive today. I think that is like really, really, really cool. Kevin says, my cats have rented the house, so I don't stress about it. It's all kitty safe, and they can go to town all they want. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Kev. You know, like what Kurt says, that they planted their Christmas tree when they first moved into their place. And that's cool. You know what I mean? And do they decorate it, Kurt? Do they decorate the tree and put stuff on it? That would be interesting to do. Because, you know, I don't know about you or anybody out there, but what I used to do when I was a little bit younger, okay, and I wasn't so damn tired all the time, I would get into my car and I would just go driving around looking at the houses that had Christmas lights on it. Has anybody ever done that before? Kurt says, yeah, as far as they can reach up, LOL, it's massive. Kevin said, but this year I just decorated my artificial tree, has seen better days. But no, because do you guys go out and just drive around in your cars to the different neighborhoods and kind of look at all the houses that have all the lights? I know I do. There's a park down in West Virginia. It's called Oglebay Park. And every year they have a huge, huge Christmas display out. That girl says, I used to drive around, check out. Cool. Tara says, I can remember doing that as a kid, would come down to Pittsburgh and check everything out from Butler. And there were people on the corners that would always hand out cocoa. That's the truth. Kevin says, yes, he loves going to look at lights and Halloween deco too. Yeah, Halloween decos are pretty good. Never thought of that. But there's this one house close to me where I live, and they keep their house lights, the Christmas house lights up all year round. No lie, they do. Kurt says, yeah, I do almost every holiday. I like driving around looking at all the decorations. Which brings me to my other question here to you guys. Do you decorate your house with lights? Do you put them around your door? You put them around your windows? Do you put candles in your window? I mean, they don't have to be real ones. They don't have to be real candles, but you know the ones that are electric, where you screw the bulb in and put a couple batteries in there, and just put it in light. See, to me, it must be the Irish in me, okay? Because in Irish tradition for Christmas, they always put one light in the window, and I think it looks pretty cool. Instead of having all them damn lights everywhere, it just doesn't seem. I don't know. Knowing my luck, I'd be putting them up and I'd fall and bust my ass. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. Plus, I hate heights. And one other thing here I would like to ask you, have you ever gone Christmas caroling? Being it when you were young, or being when, now? Or do you have carolers come to your front doors? I used to, but this year the Christmas box is still in storage. Oh, okay. Yeah, we really didn't decorate that much this year. Like I said, it was just a terrible year. And we had all kinds of stuff done in the house. But the Christmas tree's up and it's beautiful. Kevin says, I have candle holder, tea light sets, but don't do electric lights, not kitty safe. So just wreaths and stockings and such. Okay. And Kurt says, I do lights around my door. That's about it. LOL, the deer don't care much for decorations. You know what? You keep it simple. So do we. So do I, Kev. But Kurt, what you do is go out and buy a big ass bag of carrots or corn and just throw it like a mile away from your house. Let them eat there. That girl says my mom is in the choir at Mass. Oh, cool. I sing along. Does that count as caroling? Too cold outside. You know what, Vet? That's a good question that you asked there. To be honest with you, I really, really do believe that could be part of caroling. Oh, you sing to your cats and dogs, Vet? Ah, okay. That's pretty decent. I don't have no pets to sing to. So there are a couple Christmas songs that I like. The first Noel, I like God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and definitely Mariah Carey. You know what? And it's not because she's a good looking lady, okay? And she isn't risque in them videos. But I like that song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. I really like that song. What Christmas songs out there do you like? Kurt says, all you can eat buffet, they would love it. I give them apples and love watching them walk with apples in their mouth. That's cool. Oh, Kevin, so do you. You like singing to your cats. Sally says, I know lots of Christmas songs from being in chorus all through school, but it's funny because I can't sing for shit. Huh. I guess when you get older, your voice changes or something like that. Huh. I don't know. That girl says, I used to work retail, can't digest Mariah Carey anymore. You know what? I like the song, so whenever I'm at work, because I'm in customer service too, hon, and whenever it comes on, everybody in the meat room, all the guys start singing it. It's funny. We don't dance, but we sing it. Oh yeah. And everybody in the meat room that I work at, honestly, we all love Christmas songs. Seriously, we all love singing, and there'd be like in July or June, July. Joe Fox, good to see you, buddy. Welcome, buddy. But I know I just love the song. She does, Kevin. She has an amazing voice. Definitely. And I enjoy her songs. She has that other song. I forget what it's called, but it's a good. Anytime she sings a song, it sounds great. You know what I mean? But anybody out there, please, in the chat room, what Christmas songs do you like? Silent Night's another one of mine. Please share. Everybody in there share. I'd love to hear what your songs are. Oh, you're talking about Vet Girl's voice. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I never heard that before. Well, maybe one day she can come on the show and she can sing for us. Would you do that, Vet? Would you do that? That would be nice. But yeah. But Good King Wenceslas. That's a good one. I don't know. He spelled it wrong, and I don't even know how to say it, Kevin. But that's a good song. I don't know. Silent Night, the first Noel, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. All them, all the old times, all the old time songs. Rudolph, definitely Rudolph, and Frosty the Snowman. When that kicks into my car, when it's playing on the radio in my truck, oh my God, I sing it real loud too. That girl says, "Don't worry, Sean, I'm the loudest at singing. All I want Christmas is you." Yes, you did. Kevin misspelled that pretty bad. But no, I sing. It just, I don't know. I try to make it happy, and I usually am happy. I got good news tonight. My son will be coming in from Indianapolis tonight. I meant tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to that. We can talk about such fond memories. Yes, Joe. Those are good memories. We had a lot of great memories growing up. A lot of great memories of Christmas. We used to, like my mom's birthday's on Christmas Day, so we would have a Christmas party, her birthday party on Christmas Eve. And when we were small, we went to bed about 7 o'clock. Hey, Michelle, good to see you, hon. And but they would have a big party for my mom. Like 20, 30 people would come over to the house and help decorate the tree. But it's crazy. When my father died, right, people quit coming around. And it's not like that I'm mad about it, because I'm not. But I just want to know if anybody ever experienced that. Thank you, Kevin. Okay. We could discuss about it, huh? Even if I throw $50 at you to do it, that would be cool. Yeah, right. $50 of, money, like UPRN money. That's funny. But yeah, we had a lot of fun growing up, and our Christmases were great. We really didn't have money back then, because money was tight. But whatever we got was great, and it was cool. But all the food, all the drinks, all the dancing, all that stuff. It was good. I have a lot of great memories about Christmas Eve. Really do. So Fox says, my mom is still alive and my dad passed in 22 years. But they were the most awesome parents anyone could ever ask for, ever. Thanks for sharing that, Joe. I appreciate that. That's awesome. My parents were pretty cool too. My dad died at an early age, and my mom's still around. But it just seems like, like I said before, when my father passed, people quit coming around. Kurt says, money doesn't bring the magic to Christmas. It's the people and the memories. And that is so true, Kurt. Money doesn't bring the magic. It don't. In fact, I think Christmas is so damn commercialized now that it really doesn't have the true meaning. With all people out there buying this, buying that, and getting the phone. It's just ridiculous. I mean, thank God we didn't have cell phones when I was growing up. You didn't have that. You didn't have computers when I was growing up. All you had was a radio, an 8-track player, and that's what you listened to. But somehow we managed. And we managed okay. Well, you know, it is at the bottom of the hour. It is 8:35 p.m. Eastern. And that means it's time to take our 2-minute break. And when we talk back, I went and I got my Google search on the Christmas tree and stuff, and we're going to read about it. And Kurt says, and nowadays kids seem to be losing all their imagination. That is true. So everybody go out. Yes, break time, Kevin. Break time. So I'll see you back in 2 minutes. All righty. Here we go. Let's see what we can play on here. Okay, yeah, we'll do this.
The Church of Mavis Radio Show, Friday nights at 8 p.m., 7 Central, starring Jeffrey Pritchett with his co-hosts Wham and Jay McNicholas, right here on the United Paranormal Radio Network, UPRN 107.7 FM, New Orleans.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.
Welcome to Negotiating Happiness, the show that helps you find happiness, success, and balance in your work and life. I'm Adriana Fiestra, your host for this journey into entrepreneurship and personal growth. We're broadcasting live on 107.7 and 105.3 FM in New Orleans as part of the United Public Radio Network. We explore the latest strategies, insights, and stories from successful entrepreneurs and experts. From managing stress to building a thriving business, we've got you covered.
Hey, hello, and welcome back to the second half of Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly, on this beautiful Sunday evening. Couple announcements, like, someone says, I don't know that what's going on with that, but I didn't turn off my volume on my phone, so there'll be a lot of dinging coming up, I think. But couple announcements. I'm going to thank UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans, for allowing me to give you 2 hours a week, Sundays and Tuesday nights from 8:10 to 9:10 p.m. Also, don't forget, Mr. Don Yazzi's Don't Whistle at Night podcast will be on right after mine. So if you can, please go over and check his out. And also, all during the week, we have a lot of different types of shows on UPRN Talk Radio with a lot of wonderful, beautiful hosts. Okay. And I'm telling you, if you're bored one night, you don't want to watch TV or nothing like that, okay, just tune into UPRN all week, man, and check out some of the shows. You can also find me on Friday nights on News on the Flip Side. but I have taken off this month and maybe January. But you'll definitely can catch me on the chat, and that's Saturday nights from 7 to 10. Thank you, Kevin. And all kinds of other good stuff. But, you know, we were talking about the Christmas tree in the first half of the show. And what kind do they like? Fake trees? Do they like real trees? Do they decorate their houses? And do they put a lot of stuff on their Christmas trees, you know? And, you know, as I was thinking about this topic, Joe Fox says UPRN has really been an amazing network of shows. Oh, Christmas tree. Thank you, Joe Fox. I appreciate that. So we were talking Christmas trees and, you know, all kinds of little Christmas traditions that you did for Christmas Eve. So I don't know. So right before the show started, of course, I Googled and I got AI overview of some stuff. And you know, I like my AI because they do all the searching for me. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm lazy a lot. You know, I'm really lazy, so I don't have time to really go research what I want to say sometimes. And so I just go to AI overview from Google. So what is the meaning behind Christmas tree? Okay. A Christmas tree symbolizes hope. Hey, Mark Eddie, good to see you. A Christmas tree symbolizes hope, eternal life, and renewal, stemming from ancient pagan traditions of bringing evergreens indoors during winter for life's return. Later, Christianized to represent Jesus as the light of the world, everlasting life, and the tree of life, with ornaments signifying blessings, the Star of Bethlehem, and angels, making it a focal point for family, joy, and the spirit of giving. Now, the pagan and ancient roots is the winter solstice. Ancient Egyptians, Romans, and Norse people used evergreens to celebrate the winter solstice, symbolizing life's endurance and the promise of spring's return, when the sun god recovered from illness. Pretty interesting stuff there about the Christmas tree. Also, life and fertility. Evergreens represented everything, everlasting life and fertility to pagans, who decorated them with food and carvings of gods. Excuse me. Still a little bit under the weather. But, and this is like really, really cool. And it's just a Christmas tree, you know? And to be honest with everybody here, you know, I mean, all my life growing up, I just know Christmas tree was the meaning of Christmas. I never knew there was meanings behind the Christmas tree. And so far, I think it's like really, really cool. The Christian symbolism, Jesus Christ, the tree was adapted to Christian beliefs, representing Jesus as the light in darkness, bringing salvation and eternal life, immortality. The Trinity, its triangular shape symbolizes the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Represent the Christ as the light of the world, while ornaments can symbolize the fruits of Spirit, blessings, or the beauty of salvation. The star, the angel topper, a star signifies the Star of Bethlehem, guiding the wise men, and the angel represents the Annunciation. Now, that's all the Christian symbolism on that one. And that's just, you know, and to be honest with you, I was taught it all through Catholic school. I went to 12 years of Catholic high school, you know, and I don't know if I had told you guys this, but my ninth grade, I went to a seminary, St. Peter's and Paul Seminary down in Newark, Ohio. I was going to be a priest. I was like, wow. But that didn't last. I only lasted a year and a half. I am sorry for the coughing, everybody. But So, yeah. Culture significance, family and togetherness. The tree serves as central point for the family gatherings, fostering love, unity, and the spirit of giving. Hope and joy. It remains a powerful symbol of hope, peace, and the joy of the holiday seasons, transcending religious boundaries for many. What do you think of that? What do you think of that, everybody? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. I'll read it again. The culture significance, family and togetherness. The tree serves as a central point for family gatherings, fostering love, unity, and the spirit of giving. Hope and joy. It remains a powerful symbol of hope, peace, and the joy of the holiday season, transcending religious boundaries for many. I would like to hear your opinion. Do you think it is for family and togetherness, the Christmas tree? Do you think so? Or do you think that, just putting the tree up to make it your own personal happiness? Or, I look at that and it's like, what happens if you don't have a family or you have no place to go to and you got this Christmas tree? And you know how people are really, really depressed around the holidays. How can it bring hope and joy? How can this Christmas tree that is in your room make it being a 6-foot tree, 8-foot tree, or 2-foot tree? Who knows? I tell you, the best tree I ever had was a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I had one. That was funny. Now it's lost. That girl says exactly, spirit of giving, not receiving. Charlie Brown comes to mind. That's true. But do you know what my favorite thing on the Christmas tree, and my mom will tell you, my brother will even tell you too, okay, is we have an angel, and we've had this angel for over 20 years now. And it's my angel. And my mom and my brother know it. My son knows it. That's my angel. And when I die, it's going to go in my coffin. And I put it up there. And there are times that, that I've had a bad day. And the lights are off in the room, and in the living room. But the Christmas tree lights are on. And I look up at the angel, and she's just looking down on me. And it's really weird. It's just an angel we had for 20 years. But when I look up at the angel, she's looking back at me. And I just get this sense of peace when I see her. And I do go up and look at her. And in my chair, I look up. Sometimes I shake my head and I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on here? And I talk to her. But she's there. And that's my peace. That's my hope. That's my joy when I see the angel on top of our Christmas tree. And she's really bright too. And I'll tell you, I am so sorry. Let me get something to drink here. Maybe that will help out. I feel bad. But there are some times that I was sitting in my chair and she might be facing another way. No shit, this is true story. Even my mom saw it. She'd be looking at my mom, right? And I'd sit into the chair. I swear to God, her head just turns and looks directly at me. Cart says, I get a good feeling from families gathering around a Christmas tree or the Christmas tree alone. Anyone can stand by one and get positive energy and feelings from it. That's true. That girl says, my angel broke face and hands were porcelain and still haven't found a perfect replacement yet. Saw one, but didn't commit. That's okay. Whatever makes you feel good. If my angel lost a wing, because she has wings, and if one broke, I'd be a little disappointed. I wouldn't be happy, but I'd say, okay, it's still the energy that comes from that angel. And like Kurt said, the energy from the Christmas tree. I mean, you can just see it. You know, if you could take a picture and just see the energy coming away from that tree, you know. And even though it's fake, my tree's fake, but you know what? I don't care. It's my tree, and I love it, and I can feel that. It's been with us for a long time, so I guess I have no doubt in my mind that it adopted the energy that's in the house. That's the way I look at things. It's the way I look at myself. That's the way I look at my tree. Okay, can anybody else share some things while I go find some more stuff here? Okay. Okay, here we go. We got some stuff here. No one wants to share nothing? Oh, don't forget, this Tuesday I'm going to have a virtual Christmas party here on my show. Hey, Joni, good to see you. Don't worry. Don't be sorry, hon. It's okay. I mean, you're here. That's all that matters. That girl says my feathers on her wings were degenerating, so put it aside to rebuild her wings. Procrastinated too long. Cat knocked her over. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Vet, don't forget, this Tuesday, bring the eggnog. You have to bring eggnog for everybody. Kevin says it's for the look of it, Sean. Same about real or artificial. True. Absolutely, Kevin. Hey, DeBronco, good to see you. Michelle. Boy, everyone's coming in. I am so grateful for everybody coming in and listening to the chat. So I also looked up, you know, why is there a star or an angel topper on the Christmas tree? Yes, so Tuesday, eggnog and songs. Remember that, guys. So stars and angels top Christmas trees to symbolize key figures for the nativity story. The Star of Bethlehem guided the Magi, while an angel like Gabriel, or those who announced Jesus' birth to shepherds, represented divine messages connecting the tree's decoration to the birth of Christ. These toppers bring the story to the tree's peak, and the stars signifying guidance and hope, and angels symbolizing faith and divine messengers. Oh, you're supporting my favorite YT YouTube streamer. Well, thank you, dear. Kevin, you work Tuesday, so okay. I don't know. I hope you're not, man. Jump on your phone and pop on it if you're at home. The Star of Bethlehem. The biblical significance, a bright star appeared in the sky to guide the wise men to Jesus' birthplace, symbolizing the birth of the Messiah. The symbolism represents hope, guidance, and the fulfillment of prophecy. Kevin, yeah, listen to that. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, you know, you better be, or Vet's going to kick your butt. You know, the angel. The biblical significance is the angel Gabriel announced Jesus' birth to Mary, and angels later appeared to shepherds in the fields, heralding goods. The symbolism represents divine messengers, faith, and sometimes, according to older traditions, wards off evil spirits. The origin of the tradition, the German roots. The tradition of Christmas trees started in Germany, with early toppers often being a figure of baby Jesus or candles representing stars. Now that's really interesting, where, you know, the candles are representing the stars with the, so that's pretty cool. I just had a thought when I ordered my pot when I saw that. The evolution over time, the angel and the star became popular alternatives, carrying strong Christian symbolism, especially as glass ornaments became common in the 17th century. But see, you know, I look at the origins of the traditions, and I see the reason why, you know, everything is supposed to be Christianity. But also, you got to remember too that Christianity took a lot of stuff from the pagans. Okay, they took stuff from the pagans and they corresponded it with the Christianity. So I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that aren't Christians that still have a Christmas tree that still put a star topper on there, a star or an angel on top of their Christmas trees. So I don't know. Sometimes when I look this stuff up and I read it, I don't understand how they come up with it. Now, it's probably true. Whatever I just read to you guys. It's probably true. But I believe that they should put a little thing in there about what do the pagans think of the tradition of putting a star or an angel on top of their tree. Kevin says, Christmas week, my schedule is different. Okay. But you better listen to that girl, because she says if you're not there and she's singing, she's going to be mad, dude. You know what I mean? And let me get something else here. And then it's getting pretty close time to go. Getting close to the witching hour. But I also looked up, what is the meaning behind presents underneath the Christmas tree? Oh, man, I'm sorry, buddy. You can always... I hope you're home tomorrow night. Okay, and now I looked up what is the meaning behind having Christmas presents under the tree? And presents under the Christmas tree symbolize love, generosity, and the spirit of giving. Rooted in the tradition of the Magi bringing gifts to baby Jesus, popularized by the Victorian England and evolving into a cultural ritual of family bonding, anticipation, and festive joy, representing a visual countdown to Christmas morning. I am so sorry about this cough. Please forgive me. I can't get rid of it. It's a mix of religious homage and secular tradition, creating shared memories and excitement for children. Religious and historical roots. The Magi, the primary religious inspiration, comes from the three wise men, bringing gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh to the infant Jesus, symbolizing adoration and spiritual significance. Ancient traditions, gift-giving during winter festivals like Roman Saturnalia, also influenced the practice. I do not know what that is, Saturnalia. And the Victorian popularization, the modern image of presents under a decorated tree, was cemented at 1848, engraving of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, making it widespread. And there's so much stuff about it, but we're running out of time here. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show about the Christmas tree, and Sean's show starts at 9:10, so I will tune in on my phone till I land on TV. Okay. Don't forget, I want to thank everybody for watching the show tonight. I hope everything goes okay. Don't forget to go over and see Don Yazzie, Don't Whistle at Night podcast right after mine tonight. Joe Fox says, I could see the frankincense and myrrh. Why gold? I don't have a clue, buddy. I don't know. Never really thought about it. I did not think about it. Maybe it's something I should look up. But so don't forget this Tuesday at 8:10 on my show. Oh, you know what, Sally? That's true. Could Jesus have been an alien? There's a lot of people that think that. He could have been. Sally, I think we're aliens too. So I don't know. That's for another debate. Kurt says, great show, Sean. Great show, Sean. Thank you. I hope you and everyone have a great rest of their day. Yeah, I hope so too. But so don't forget, this Tuesday we're going to have the Christmas party, 8:10 p.m. to 9:10 p.m. here on UPRN Talk Radio. That girl, she's going to bring me eggnog, and we'll talk, have a party, and maybe play some songs or hear some songs. And I don't know, maybe I'll bring a couple other hosts in for just a chat, you know. So, children, if you can, please go to your parents, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And parents, please go to your children, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents and you have no children, find someone, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them, especially around this time of the year, because these are the depressing times of the year. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming in, and I will see you guys Tuesday night. Good night.